Greetings, friend. Wow, it's been way too long since I've uttered those words, but I'm happy to say them. I'm happy to be here with you guys. I've been deep down in the burrow, just resting. It's cozy down there, it's comfortable. Few things in life could have caused me to emerge from that burrow. One of those things has occurred. It's a groundbreaking announcement from 9 Studios, earth-shattering, if I may, from our favorite team up in Quebec, Canada. They have announced Lost in Prayer. It's a traditional roguelike. It's turn-based. Okay. Heaven and hell. Okay. Just with all due respect to Lost in Prayer, it may turn out to be a fantastic game in its own right. Maybe I'll give it a go. I'm a fan of turn-based. That's not why I'm here. That's not why you're here. None of us are here for Lost in Prayer. With all due respect, a lot of work has gone into it. A lot of work will continue to go into it. We're here because of one reason, one game. The world's greatest game that's ever been made. That's not even an opinion. That's not my opinion. That's just an objective fact. If you happen to disagree with that, you have to kind of accept that you don't align yourself with truth. So that's kind of your deal on that. But yes, the world's greatest game is getting a sequel. Outward 2 has been announced by 9 Studio. I couldn't be more excited. I could not be more excited. I want to take you back to the build-up of this announcement and this reveal. Because 9 Studio built it up quite a bit. And I was a bit confused, honestly, early on in the build-up of this. They released an image a few weeks back of this angelic warrior type being. You guys, if you've been following 9 Dots, wanting to see what they have next for us, you saw it. And if you're like me, you were kind of a little bit thrown by it slightly. It didn't have outward vibes. It definitely looked like something different. I did have hope that it could be Outward, a sequel. I didn't know, maybe a divine warrior of Calixa or of Alat, or something along those lines. Okay, and then they released a second image, the next week, a week later or whatever, and it's the horned demon creature. And to me, that was even a further departure from the Outward ambiance, if you will. And I was, at that point, my excitement kind of dwindled. It kind of dwindled, not going to lie. I still had hope. I still knew that, Guillaume had mentioned in, I think, a stream of his, for Definitive Edition, this is like over a year ago, he had mentioned 2 projects that they were working on, one being co-op. That's why I thought, it's got to be Outward 2. If there's one that he says is co-op for sure, it's like, I don't know. That was my hope. So we saw this angelic warrior, we saw the demon. At that point I thought, okay, that must be the other project. There's still hope for Outward 2. Okay, then we come to Thursday morning, last Thursday. Or Wednesday night, it's announced, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. 9 Studio has a big March reveal. March 2024. So, okay, that's 7 a.m. for me. So I'm thinking, okay, can I take the day off work? Not really. I've got a project. They're counting on me to be there. Okay, I got to be there. That's okay. 7 a.m. I usually start work around 7, but that's fine. I can just kind of park. I didn't want to park on the job site because then people would come up to me, kind of like, bother me. So I park into, at the gas station, kind of close by the job. So I'm in the gas station parking lot. Turn on YouTube on my phone. Here we go. The countdown to 9 Studios' huge March reveal. All right, so immediately we've got the angelic warrior that they've teased in the images. We've got a traditional roguelike, true to its roots. Interesting. Very curious, this opening trailer for me. I was thinking, this is obviously the game they've been teasing with the horned demon, the warrior with angel's wings. So this is what they've been teasing and building up to the Outward community, hoping that we would all glom onto this. And a lot of us, I think, will. You know, this could be a great game. But I was a little confused. And I was concerned, honestly, that people were going to give Nine Dots a lot of backlash if this was our only game announcement. Because it's just a departure from the open world. Everyone wanted to see Outward, okay, everyone wants what they wanted. You know, I wouldn't give them any backlash, but I would think, I don't know if it was smart to build it up so much and reveal this. Not that it's a bad game. It's just not what anyone really was hoping for. Okay, some people are going to be pleasantly surprised, and are pleasantly surprised by the announcement of Lost in Prayer. But luckily, we got more announcements besides this one. I'll try that one, Lost in Prayer. I like turn-based. So when this starts,
when your creators abandoned paradise,
I'm kind of hopeful this may be...
took their gift.
Is this Outward 2?
Now, only the withering remains.
But honestly, the tone is so much darker. The narrator, the glowing eyes, it's just a really dark vibe, which I was thinking, okay, Outward, if this is Outward, they've gone down a dark path. This protagonist does not look like anything we've really seen in Outward. But he gives Hamzam the potion, like, is this a Jep type character?
Curious creatures.
Then I'm kind of like, I don't know what to think. I'm just watching at this point.
To survive.
Not making up my mind, is this Outward, is this not?
Forbidden facilities of your maker. And from their remnants, reforge our world.
But the narrator says that phrase, band together to survive. That's so Outward. So then I was more curious, and then it looks like it's 4-player co-op.
Why did the orchestra...
This game looks very unique, very unique. Guillaume had a few things to say about this that made it sound
Did they know?
even more interesting in his Q&A stream post-announcement.
Everything withers.
I like that closing line, the whispering, everything withers. So, really curious to play this. Now I just gotta scrounge up some people to play with me. Okay, so then, at this point, I'm thinking, that was it, okay. Witherbloom looks like maybe the Outward community would be excited about it. Lost in Prayer looks interesting too, but I thought, I don't know if the community is gonna love this. A lot of people who like action RPGs or open world stuff, a lot of people, they don't like turn-based. Although Baldur's Gate 3 maybe changed a lot of people's minds. I don't know though. A lot of people don't like turn-based. So after Witherbloom, I was like, okay, I think Nine Dots is going to be okay. They're not going to get too much hate. And then we got a third announcement. Okay, then we got the classic blue background. Honestly, like I said, my hopes and anticipations for Outward 2 had completely diminished by this time in the reveal. And so it's funny how long it took me to accept that this was Outward 2.
It's been 50 long years. Every day remains a struggle for our people. Every step forward is paid in blood.
Let me just say, like, what other game trailer begins in the first few seconds, the first 3 kind of situations it shows, is the main character dying? I mean, it's just classic. It's beautiful. It's perfect. The trailer's great. We'll break it down. We'll watch it in slow motion, break it down. I'll point out things that interested me. But I just want to kind of run through it once right now.
That's no reason to give up. You know that better than anyone.
But I have you. How many others have a goddess looking after them?
Not everyone is as special as you are, my dear Simeon. Even so, they are not alone. They have each other's back when it matters. I have seen them chase their dreams. I have watched them grow. At every turn, they surprise me with their adaptability, their resilience, and their grit.
You know the dangers they face. Only the exceptional can overcome those odds.
No, darling. Even ordinary people can do extraordinary things. Look how far our world has expanded. All because they chose to venture into the unknown. Don't hold their hand. Just open the door, and they'll do the rest.
It's honestly perfect. It's honestly perfect. I love the dialogue between Calixa and Simeon. I feel like Guillaume, like the CEO of Nine Dots, is kind of the voice of Calixa right there. Just saying, listen, they can handle it. The players can handle it. I think Calixa mentioned something how they continually surprise her or them or whatever. I think Guillaume watches people play out where he's probably surprised by the things that people come up with to approach certain situations. And then of course the very end, don't hold their hand, just open the door is just perfect. It's just Outward will never hold your hand. It just lets you roam, lets you figure it out, and you will figure it out. As a player, you will figure it out. I thought that was amazing dialogue. Let's go back, let's break it down, slow motion. A lot of great things that I want to point out. Okay, here we go. This first room, this gives off big time corrupted tomb energy. Okay, when I see this, I think of the corrupted tomb and the chairs and knees. That's where the accursed Wendigo is, the Wendigo that has the purple. It's Balira's ex-husband. This lantern right here, that reminds me of a lantern that is in a game called Enshrouded that I've been playing a lot. The Firefly lantern, looks exactly like it. Borrowed asset, just joking. Just kidding on that. We'll check out this guy's garb pretty soon. One thing about these beasts right here, these to me seem like these must be Wendigos in transitional state. You know what I mean? They're humans who have been cannibalizing people, and they're transforming into Wendigos. I thought these were cool. It's kind of a dream catcher, it looks like, which has its roots in Native American lore, folklore, and then the Wendigo, of course, is a Native American mythology. So kind of tying all that together. Let's check out this outfit this guy has here. Look at this. This is just so cool. It's like a variation of a fur. Like it looks like a fur set to me. It's obviously going to provide cold weather defense. This guy looks pretty well off. Like he comes from a wealthy family, if not royal family. Yeah, I love the aesthetic here. Again, there's that Firefly lantern thing. Obviously a basic hatchet. And classic Outward blocks. One hit from that guy and he's dead. Yeah, perfect. Okay, look at this little region right here. This made me wonder if there's going to be like a mixed biome region. All of our regions in Outward 1 are pretty monobiomic. Is that a word? But kind of whatever you see in one area is going to be kind of consistent pretty much across the map, with the exception of Conflux Mountain area. It has a nice unique look, and also Mana Lake out in the Antique Plateau that really sets itself apart from the rest of the region. I thought Outward 1 did an okay job with that. you know, making the region feel different based on, you know, the different areas you were in. Maybe Outward 2 is going to do more of that. I'm just seeing like this sandstone type thing, pillars in the background. And we'll see more of this, I think, as the trailer moves on. Yeah, we're chasing after this young one, and the mama boar sees it, and she's after us. Again, one hit down. I think that's just a stagger, actually. She's fine. That looked like a Boreo, kind of a Boreo moveset. Let's look at the garb here. We gotta look at this garb. This is obviously, you know, a little more humble beginnings for this character. Got some raggedy boots, common peasant pants. This looks pretty sturdy. Some sort of a tough leather attire. I'm wondering, it'd be cool to get a different item as far as like amulets or rings. Maybe like, you know, 5 different slots for each earlobe. Just going overkill. No, but maybe a toe ring. No. Just an amulet. Maybe a ring and an amulet. 2 rings? Stretching it. Okay. Honestly, you don't even need an amulet. You don't even need extra things. I'm just wondering. Just curious. But I'm loving this. There's a lot more detail in this outfit right here than a lot of Outward 1. Fighting with a shovel. There's nothing more classic than that. Classic Outward. But yeah, this looks like the Boreo moveset. I like the multiple eyes on this character, on this beast. 6, and then the big eye is the 7th up top. There's the baby. Where's that? Is that daddy? I don't know. This scene's so cool. Boom, the step back. And the lunge, that looks like puncture right there. Oh, just hammered. I gotta see that again. I'm wondering if the step back is gonna be a part of it. You know, another variation on a dodge. Look at this weapon. It's a really crude, serrated sword. And another thing you'll see here is dual wielding with this character, which has been confirmed, dual wielding. We'll get that in Outward 2. This Hive Lord's a beast. And I'm trying to think of the location on this. I couldn't pinpoint anything. At first, initial thoughts were, are these the ruins of Cabal of Wind Temple? But it's been confirmed that all the regions in Outward 2 are going to be completely new regions. So we're not going back to Enmerker, we're not going back to Abrasar or any of the regions. Do you want me to keep naming them? Doesn't really matter. We're not going back to the regions in Outward 1. There'll be 4 completely new regions. Love that step back. Oh no, we have missed the step back. He got hammered. Here we go, death scenario. Wake up next to a stream. All it's missing is a campfire and Jep's drink. Okay, this is a good shot of his attire right here. This is a cape. I mean, that's a... Is it a cape or is it just part of his chest piece? I don't know. Interesting headwear. I'm liking this. I'm liking the tasseled kind of skirt type thing. Very Native American. Bandages it up. There's the serrated blade. Yeah, drink your potion. Get back on the road. And this is the lady from... Yeah, she's got the amulet. She's got the dark attire underneath. Now she's got some outerwear. Interesting. I wonder if you can wear 2 chest pieces. Like layers? Can you layer an Outward 2? Yeah, because this is her right here. Amulet, she's got that dark attire. You know, obviously the clothes and everything, it's not like we can guarantee that all the stuff's going to be in the game. emerging from the cave. The walking hives, again with the dual wielder, same characters. Nice, I love that. She steps up big with the shield charge. Way to step up. There's the lunging attack again. Looks like puncture to me. And this right here. Another variation on a fur set. I'm wondering, because Tremontaine, the northernmost region, has been confirmed. I'm wondering if there's going to be a lot more variations on cold weather sets. Because Tremontaine's obviously going to be heavily focused on the snowy aspect of life. Look, I'm noticing these symbols right here. This may be a symbol for one of the new regions. And maybe indicates mountainous region. Maybe this is Tremontaine itself right here. This looks like a variation on the Master Trader hat. Master Trader set, really. Again, I'm loving this kilt type thing. Again, this gives me a Master Trader feel. Little small adventure pack. She's got the big backpack. This looks like a blacksmith right here. Weapon durability is going to be a thing. And this moment right here, the backpack. Honestly, when I first saw the trailer, this is the moment. Because right before this, in the voiceovers, when Calixa says, you know, not everyone's as gifted as you, dear Simeon, something along those lines. Like, Calixa says that, and then there's this scene. And those few seconds solidified to me that this was Outward 2. It's funny because the portions before, it's like, yeah, obviously it's Outward 2. But again, it had left my mind, and my hopes were now so dampened that I wasn't gonna get my hopes up until the Simeon reference. And then again, they said they'll have each other's back, and she puts this backpack on, and it's like the backpack. The backpack is the official symbol of Outward. Can we all agree? Okay, then this is pretty standard, just expressionless guards outside of a city. This is kind of cool. This is, again, these columns we see in the previous images with the blacksmith. So this is the same city. So same city with the mountainous logo or whatever that was. So is it Tremontaine? This is like a Far East architectural detail, to me at least. This may be Tremontaine. Look at these weapons though. Look at that. This is a variation of a horror weapon, I think. Yeah, this looks like a horror mace of some sort. He's got a variation of the glowstone backpack. I wonder if that's the new symbol for some sort of religious faction. Look at this weapon. That looks kind of primitive. That outfit right there is golden. Not in color, in quality. This is a great scene. This is a great scene, the dual wielding daggers. This guy's very, very rustic, very rugged. The leather cloak on our great friends, the troglodytes. Boom, that was right hand overhand on that. Let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at this region. This looks beautiful. These little saplings, purple leaves. Look at this canopy. This region is intriguing because it's got this canopy. We'll see this throughout the trailer at a couple other points. I'm excited to venture through this region. This is great. This is great. This is a obviously a sigil magic. And I was looking at this. This looks like Faces of the Moon kind of. Here's a crescent. Maybe that's even more of a sliver. That looks like almost a half moon. Maybe full moon. Moon sigil. But watch, she activates something that causes her to go in shadows. She's shadowed now. I don't even know if it's a girl. I'm just saying she, it's fine. Let's take a look at this again. I don't love, I mean, it's okay, I guess, this enemy design. At first glance, it's not my favorite, but we've got some more of the Dreamcatcher artwork here. And again, this is kind of like a variation on the Fang weapons. A very savage look. And this is our same guy from that opening scene with this pretty regal attire. Living a life of luxury. But yeah, interesting sigil magic to go into the shadows. That'll open up a new form of gameplay. See, was this a parry? Are they gonna incorporate parrying? I kinda think it's a parry with the shield. Oof, I love this scene. That enemy looks great. Look at this lantern. Wow, I have a feeling there's going to be a lot more unique lanterns in this. Again, this green attire is kind of a scholar look from Outward One. Brand new enemy type. And this scene, oh, this two-handed sword that she has. It's rugged. This looks like an encampment, and you know, this looks like the Ash Giant encampment. Oh, love that. That sword looks gnarly. This cave scene, there's honestly nothing. This is my favorite part of the trailer. I know it's subtle. It's just nothing says Outward more than this cave scene. You're coming around the corner, you're crouching, you shine your light into a hallway, and you see a Wendigo pass through. Like, there's nothing like that feeling. Oh man, ignite the fire sigil. This is our character from the opening scene. Again, we've got another one of these guys. I think it's a Wendigo in transition. Interesting, the Wendigo's got jewelry here. Seems like he's commanding the Wendigo in a way. Boom, cast fireball. So we're gonna have some of the same things from Outward One as well, with a lot of new stuff, obviously. And then the Wendigo goes double hand hammer. That'd be a new moveset. This is an interesting part of the trailer. He raises the lantern. I wonder if that's, I don't know, is that some kind of a skill? He raises the lantern within the sigil, maybe, to let off some sort of holy light. As if it's obviously in the game. It just might be for the trailer. This isn't like features of the game. It's just fun to think about. Here we go. This is a great shot of this, a great distant shot from this region with the canopy. Interesting. Interested to read about the lore surrounding this region, why it looks like this, how it got to be like this. And these characters look pretty end game right here. Anytime your character has glowing weapons, you pretty much know your end game. Although, to be fair, there's a lot of weapons that look plain that are still end game. The vegetation looks so great. Can't wait to harvest. What am I going to harvest? I want to harvest those purple mushrooms back there. Those. Can I harvest those? Brew some tea. Look at the pride with which that guy walks. Just like shoulders way back. I guess if you're wearing that armor, I mean, might as well walk with pride. And just a second, do we have an attractive character in Outward? This may be going too far. I mean, are we okay with this? Is this stepping over the bounds? Again, look at this lantern. Boom, another really unique looking lantern. And just ultra fancy attire. Looks so fun. Cast the spark. Here she's setting up the alchemy kit. Nice, he's got the tent going. This is a great shot. Again, this is that same city we've been seeing. I think this is Tremontaine. Because obviously we're up in the mountains. Snow, the icicles, and then we've got this patterned block. Yep. But yeah, it's got the Far East architecture here, the swooping roofs, roof lines. Look at this. This is another shot of maybe possibly a mixed biome region. Got kind of a grassland area here, shrubbery with the sandstone pillars, red rock. Could be interesting to see if they've kind of gone with drastic biomes within one region. Got a waterway here. Something about the waterways made me wonder, can we now traverse in the water? Like when I think of this scene right here. Although this is shallow, we've always been able to traverse shallow water in Outward 1. And I wouldn't even care. I mean, why would you add swimming? What would it add to the game? What would it add? I mean, let's just be honest with ourselves. Nothing really. Another way to die, I guess. Same thing with jumping. After playing Outward 1 so much, you kind of realize jumping's overrated. Like, especially in every game when you can jump, your character jumps like 6 feet high. It's kind of like, kind of breaks the immersion of it. And then if we're only allowed to jump a reasonable height, like a realistic height, then it's like not fun. So jumping's overrated. I wouldn't care if they never added jumping or swimming to Outward 2. It wouldn't bother me one bit. And then this scene is obviously glorious. And the significant part about this scene is the pack mule that we have, which has been confirmed by Guillaume. The pack mule will be a thing. Maybe there's a skill tree that involves animals in some way, where you're able to tame the animals. Maybe, without doing a breakthrough skill, like the lower tier skills, maybe you'll be able to get a pack mule. Maybe it won't carry very much, and you'll have to get the breakthrough skill to be able to get an enhanced pack mule. Something along those lines. Although, I don't know. There'd have to be something else in that breakthrough tree that would be worth it beyond a more enhanced pack mule. Otherwise, no one's really gonna break through to it. But it's not my job. There, obviously, Nine Dots is gonna figure that out. Just incredible. Just an incredible final scene. It's just perfect. Co-op. Just walking through the region. and the flute at the end. Jean-Francois Racine is doing the soundtrack. It's been confirmed, which is a huge boon to Outward 2. Every game I play now, it just seems to have the ambient music, which is fine, which can be kind of good. But there's something about having actual like structured songs that have a start, that have an end, that have a climax, a build up, a crescendo, a de-escalation. There's something about having a real song that just changes the game in a way that's super nice. Very adventurous, very whimsical. This is what Outward excels at. A certain whimsical quality that we all just love. I love it. I love it so much. I can't wait. Speaking of waiting, we're going to be waiting. We're going to be waiting a while. And Guillaume did confirm that the order of release will be Lost in Prayer, Witherbloom, and Outward 2. Third in that list as far as timeline of release. So here's what I think. I think it's going to be a 2026 release. Based on what? I think it'll be a 2026 release. Based on the fact that, hey, a lot of the groundwork has probably already been laid. They've built Outward 1 already. I know they switched engines. They're doing Unreal now. So maybe that affects the foundation quite a bit and they do have to build from the ground up. But even if that's the case, all the concepts are there, the structure's there in their mind, and they just have to flesh it out in the programming. Game development to me is pretty much black magic, so I'm not saying I have an authority to speak on this. I'm just saying I feel like it's not going to take them 4 or 5 years to build this game. I'd be surprised if it was 2025. And if it was 2025, I would imagine it'd be late 2025. If it was 2027, I'd be surprised if it was 2027. But it could be, because Guillaume would not confirm any sort of release date. Someone even asked, within 1 to 3 years, will it be out? And he wouldn't confirm it, which is totally fine, obviously. Good on him not to confirm it or deny it. But there it is. Add to wish list, which I've done. I hope you've done it as well. We're buying this as soon as we can. It's a no-brainer. It's Outward enhanced, basically. It's kind of the overarching thrust that Guillaume kind of emphasized. It's Outward enhanced. They didn't try to make it more vast with regions that are twice as big. They didn't add mounts. They didn't add fast travel. There were 4 things they wanted to improve on. They wanted to improve on the combat, make it less clunky, which I guess I love Outward's combat. Okay, they wanted to make the world feel more alive. Okay, I imagine this is maybe not just the big cities in each region, but maybe smaller cities, and not just bandit camps, but maybe settlements of friendly people who are trying to make it in the world. Maybe other travelers that are NPCs that just kind of you see them on the road. Maybe you can interact with them a bit. Maybe they're like the Soroborian, where you can exchange goods and barter. The third thing they wanted to improve on was the narrative story. They wanted to really pour a lot more time and effort into the story, fleshing it out, fully voice acted. That'll be cool. That'll be interesting to see. I love a story-driven game. And the fourth thing, character creation. That's the fourth thing. They really wanted to improve and invest in, which probably smart, probably wise, even though I don't care about that. Character creation was just fine in Outward 1. But, hey, a lot of people love character creation, customizing. I know my girls played Outward 1, they loved it, but they love character creation. They like Sims more than Outward, okay? Well, actually, I don't know. They like both games a lot. But they love character creation. So they'll love that in Outward too. Well, wow. I'm just so excited. I'm pumped. I know you guys are. Folks, Outward 2 is coming. Now we just wait. Anticipate, speculate. Enjoy the journey. Well, bye.